Well, hello. My name is Tisselli. I come from Mexico, and I want to show you some internet tricks. All these tricks, well, this presentation is supposed to be in the and this is my main interest is especially relation is the internet, but well, most all of my works have been around. I will present a tool, software I made, which is called MIDI. Well, that is going to be tomorrow, and it's a software made an image. It works offline, and today online work. The first one I'm going to show you is this is a work that is based on a program, an algorithm. First, it gets a random news headline from a news server. A few words, all headlines that sometimes they just use or four words with meaning. They have to condense everything. Next, what this program does, it takes one of the words of the headline and then takes an image related to this. These two elements are condensed on a web page and are shown as a web collage, which may or may not make sense for a random element. But then click on the image, you get a new headline and a new image. You click head. This is a new page. Every headline is by a synonyms are so this is the newsfeed is a collage with a strong. This is the code written in PHP. So this has come because and like based on full experiment, which previously before text the algorithm of the machine text. The thing is that this algorithm and people decide randomly. Usually Raymond, I call it data news. So I'm going to go there now. Sorry, data news all types of images. If there gets a random image, this free trial issue stock photo. Okay, here we have some of the latest. And no synonym for Alcide. Synonym. News now. Okay, so this is comes from and if we keep on clicking, not happy, silly. First, the ridiculous in Mexico. There seems to be a vote. Well, this is used a lot on news programs. We should use it in the same way. I can data and for this is just a little stupid thing to play around, and well, not the only project I wanted to present. Maybe I don't have a lot of time, but I want to present one which I've been working. It's called Synonym Movie, based on the same principle of finding synonyms, and also it's a machine for making that are based on words. For example, I think about Andy Warhol's Sleep or Kiss film, which the word defines the whole movie, but this is not exactly that. For example, if we want to make a movie about love, then it starts looking for images with that word, and then it goes on looking for synonyms. Let's see if it's not working. Now this is why I wanted to use a PC, because I have a problem with this program in Mac. But
PC seems to be working now if you want to try switching over.
no, but I have a very little time. So maybe
5 minutes for questions.
oh yeah. Okay. About love, and if it doesn't go on, then I go on with something else. Okay, here it goes. The speed of the movie, the frame rate, is directly proportional to the speed of the network, so this is more or less a slow movie, and suddenly it found a word that has no synonym, so it reaches the end of the movie. That's the end. So let's make another movie, maybe about, maybe it's longer. Some of the, of course, I'm using Google like everyone, and of course, not always the link between the word and the image is obvious, because this is well, Google is a database that is sometimes things are organized in pretty ways. So now we started with it, and now we're with True Love. I don't know. Internet is very strange. I will take a little time of my 5 minutes of questions to show you another, and it's about building a 3D world, which is also based on a word. I wanted to make, for example, a 3D representation and navigable space that is also based on a word. some images are looked for that word, in this case the word chair, and we should get a 3D word with chair. So we can navigate through this, and of course it's not a representation of what a chair is, but what Google says a chair is. For example, I don't see a connection with a chair here, but we might have strange chairs like this one. And we can get close to these cubes and go to the original page where it came from. Musical chair, nice. And well, in the end, what I like most about this project is the sky here, because you can see the clouds moving very slowly. And I leave it here. Maybe some clouds will appear. And if you want to ask a question, because we have some time.
What's so this is, so you mentioned the word data and you say, well, you know, this isn't what these words mean and this is what Google says it means. Do you equate Google with the idea of data? Do you think this is a reflection of Google, or the kinds of wacky ways people name things, or that people are strange, or, you know, where do you see the focus of the weirdness being?
Yeah, the weirdness is everywhere, because sometimes I don't know how you classify things. So for me, maybe your classification of the world is weird. And there is always a weirdness here, because it's in the, not weirdness exactly, but randomness in the algorithm. So I'm not saying Google is data. I'm saying that sometimes Google just reflects everybody's classification of things. Not everybody, but the people who have access to publishing content to internet. Oh, sorry, there's some clouds here. Maybe I want to take a little time to show another variation, because I want to show you. This is just for aesthetic pleasure. Well, it's just a variation. We're going to get a green universe. And meanwhile, if you want to ask another question.
Are you language? Are you selecting English because maybe chair is meaning something?
Well, that's interesting, because well, I'll show this briefly and show you a small experiment. Well, this is green, and you can also navigate through this. But for example, talking about language, in Mexican, well, in Spanish, sorry, cunt is coño. So you can put, oh, we got no N. This is English-speaking keyboard, because there is a problem with you know, the N with a line,
Tilde?
this character, with tilde, yeah. But well, I put, for example, in Spanish, cherry silla. Obviously, you won't get the same results, because it takes the image's titles, and sometimes, well, an image is titled in English because someone who speaks English published it, but if it's called silla, then someone who speaks Spanish titled the image and put the image underneath the internet. So it seems like it's stuck. Let's go. Sometimes it goes slowly. It's on the network conditions. But for example, for Synonym Movie and Data Newsfeed, I choose English because I haven't found a good news server in Spanish and a synonym server in Spanish. Well, this is a Spanish view of chairs, and you have the. Thank you.